Hello, all. So, got a new story that we got to talk about today. Let's see what we got. Huh? Boy Meets World star Danielle Fishel recalls being sexualized as a teen. Says executive told her, so it's just one guy, told her he couldn't wait for her to turn 18. Did he wait? Oh, well, if it makes you feel better, Danielle, you're way older than 18 and nobody's really checking for you like that anymore. Golly. Wow, the neck belongs on someone else. She had some work done on her face, but her neck is see, this is the thing I don't like. The double standards with these people. First of all, she's doing this obviously because no one's been paying attention to her since that show. She didn't get on that show because she was such a great actress, and she hasn't done anything since that. Um, no, she's doing this because she needs attention again, and she hasn't really been acting. What roles has she had since that show? It's been so long ago. I mean, who's this executive? Uh, Jesus Christ. Oh, what I was about to say. This is the thing I don't like. Back in the day when she was a star, there was plenty of teen hot throbs, these young teenage boys that bunch of grown women were pretty much thirsting over. Even recently, we had what, Justin Bieber. Remember when I was a kid, like there was like Bow Wow, little Bow Wow, like these grown women thirsting over young teenage boys. But there's obviously a double standard where it's only a problem when the men do it. And obviously nothing happened to her, or else she'd be telling that story. The man just was very inappropriate with a young girl. Probably should have been fired for saying stuff like that. But she didn't bring it up. She probably liked the attention. Got her on the show. Show would probably get canceled if she brought it up and that executive was fired. So she probably didn't say anything. Danielle Fishel, the actor who played Topanga Lawrence. Right. So we made it official now. Now we're calling both men and women actors instead of actor and actresses. On the hit Disney show, Boy Meets World is opening up about being sexualized as a teen and is recalling the time when a male executive, obviously a male, he was a female, no one would say anything about it, told her he couldn't wait for her to turn 18. Yeah, very inappropriate. I agree. But why are you bringing that up now? On a recent episode of her podcast, Pod Meets World, she's grifting off of that show she was on. Oh my God. What a loser. Which she shares with co-hosts and fellow Boy Meets World stars Will Riddle and Ryder Strong. Who the hell are these people? Fishel talks the many creepy experiences she had on the set of the classic sitcom and outside of it. The three stars were interviewed by the fan version of their podcast, Bruh Meets World. Is their podcast popular enough to even have a fan version? That's wow. It's got to be a bunch of middle-aged people trying to relive their childhood. I mean, she's older than me. I was a kid when I watched that show. I thought she was cute, but that's about it. She wasn't like famous. She's just that cute girl in that show. Her character was annoying as shit. And during the conversation, they asked about their time on the show and what it was like for some of them being sexualized as teens. As teens, sexualized two other teens. That's what the Disney Channel was about. It was attractive teenage kids. I mean, even freaking what was it? Saved by the Bell. They had attractive teenage kids for other teenage kids to watch, not really for the adults. I mean, they're obviously they're going to be creepy adults like that executive, but most of the appeal was to other teenagers. Uh, specifically being an object of desire at such a young age. What are you talking about? You go to any middle school, any high school. I mean, like who hasn't been to freaking been that age and they were attracted to the opposite sex or whatever the hell they were into? Like, it's just gonna happen. It's just how hormones work. As mentioned above, Fishel played the character Topanga Lawrence, a role she began when she was just 12 years old. God, I hope he didn't say it when she was like 12, 13, 14. Like, hopefully she was at least 16, bro. Like something close to a legal age in the country. Like, that's disturbing. Fishel said that at the time, she didn't really see herself as this desirable person on the teen sitcom. I hope not. But just as a child star, however, as she got older, she said things became more apparent for her. Yeah. Looking back in retrospect, Fishel realized that she experienced more than a few instances of adult men acting creepy towards her, with one even mentioning how they can't wait for her to turn 18 years old. That was the end of the conversation. You just said it and walked away. What else happened? How did you react? Like, if you're going to tell the story, tell the whole story. During the podcast, Fishel explained, as a kid, I always wanted to be older. Yeah, typical basic stuff. I wanted to be an adult. Yeah, so did everyone else. I wanted to be seen as an adult, so getting adult male attention as a teenage girl. You what now? You wanted to be sexualized, and what's happening? You didn't want to be. I didn't think of it as being creepy or weird because you liked it. But now it's creepy or weird because laws. I felt it like I was validation that I was mature and I was an adult and I was capable. Okay. And that they were seeing me the way I was, not for a number on a page. And in hindsight, that is absolutely wrong. Okay. It's wrong that they validated your feelings. Adding to the conversation, Fishel's co-host also pointed out that she was quite emotionally mature when she worked on the show. I doubt it. That emotionally mature? Like, she liked attention and she felt like she was grown and she was making money and she had a job. Was she really emotionally mature, or did people just made her feel comfortable doing the job because they're used to working with child stars? It was freaking Disney Channel. I've always been able to hold a conversation with an adult. Yeah, it's not hard. The adult, all the adult has to do is carry the conversation or just let you talk. I can look you in the eye, and I've always been those things. Why would you have a problem looking people in the eye as a teenager? Would you like abused as a child or something? Why would there's no other reason for a child to have trouble looking at an adult in the eye unless some disturbing things happen to them. Speaking further and recalling how some men couldn't wait for her to turn 18, she explained. Some? But in a romantic this chick, sense, I should not have been outwardly talked about at 14, 15, 16 years old. Sweetheart, you're on a show. On a show. and they paid you, and you also like the attention. You got paid for the attention and you like the attention. You thinking you shouldn't be talked about in that way? Why? No one did anything to you. I don't think it was okay, but I'm sure a lot, even me as a kid, there was a bunch of other young boys that talked about her in that way. I don't, and I was even directly, and even was directly to me. I had people tell me they had my 18th birthday on their calendar. Same thing happened to the Olsen twins. What's your point? I had a male executive. Well, obviously, most executives are male. I did a calendar at 16. You did what now? He specifically told me he had a certain calendar month in his bedroom. So you did a sexualized photo shoot for a calendar, and you're bothered that people looked at you in a certain way. How? Where were your parents? Why didn't they tell you not to do this? And at the time, my first thought was a little like, oh, but the immediate thought after that was, yes, because we are peers and this is how you relate to peers. The fuck are you talking about? Guy was obviously flirting and he shouldn't have been. God, is that it? God, this woman is boring. Can't believe she has a whole podcast. She had to freaking dredge thing up from like, what is that, like freaking 30 years ago, just to have something to say. And even then it didn't go anywhere. Jesus Christ. Anyways, until next time.